Yo, what is up, guys? It's your boy Franklin here, and today we got ourselves a Donkey Kong Bonanza 100% completion file. Yes, I've managed to actually complete this game to the maximum you can possibly do. Got the 3 stars on there on the file, and I got 1,000 bananas. 1,000 bananas is what you need to complete your skill tree. The first star, I believe, is completing the story or beating the story in general. The second star is collecting all of the fossils, and the third one is completing all the discs. I might be incorrect on that. I didn't really track down the stars because it is what it is. It's a very long game. I had a lot of fun playing this game, so we're gonna get straight to it. So here we are, gonna change the discs here. I got 110 out of 110. A little bit of spoilers. These over here, the rehearsals for the elders. That's a little bit after the post story. Um, there are certain balloons you have to collect for each one. So those are probably going to be the toughest ones to get. In regards to my actual collection, I managed to get all the fossils, 696 out of 696. Banandian gems, I got 777 out of 777. Now you might be wondering, well, how long did this actually take you to complete? Well, I got this game during launch, so this was July 16, and I managed to complete this about a couple days ago. So it took me about 2 weeks, but to bear in mind, took about 3 to 4 days of rest, so it took me about 10 days. I did play this game a lot. I had a lot of fun. This game is easily comparable to Super Mario Odyssey. As a matter of fact, without spoiling it, there is a little bit of lore in this game that ties to Super Mario Odyssey is in this game, and why New Donk City is called New Donk City. So, had a lot of fun. I believe this game is more fun than Super Mario Odyssey. You just get to climb around and beat the shit out of everything. While in Super Mario Odyssey, it's a lot more about parkour and tricks and doing all that stuff. I like the open exploration. This game kind of has a little bit of like Super Mario Odyssey mixed with Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild, and Tears of the Kingdom, where you get to explore places, you get to climb places, you get to destroy everything. So there you have it. Now you might be wondering, well, Franklin, how the hell did you 100% this very quickly? Well, there's a couple tips I would like to show you guys. So first, what we're gonna do is the best way to do this is to just go into your elephant bonanza form, and then just suck everything up. Pause. Now the reason why I'm doing this because as you can see, you're collecting a lot of bananium chips, and while you're doing this, you get to just open up a whole bunch of chests that might appear. So what I recommend actually, before we do all this stuff, let me go back into some outfits, which I should be showing that because that's very important. So we're gonna go back into our little home base here. Now there are 2 pieces I would strongly recommend. There's 3 depending on how you consider trying to complete this as fast as possible. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go into the closet here. And the first piece has to do with something called the treasure tie. Now the treasure tie is something that you can get in the first layer. Treasure tie level 3 increases the chances of treasure chests that will appear as you destroy. Now the reason why this is very important, as you're going to see with the elephant bonanza form, as you're more likely to encounter treasure chests, and a lot of these treasure chests may include items such as the fossil maps and banandium maps. So it's very important. That way you can speed up instead of spending so much money in the shops collecting or buying maps. You can actually encounter them naturally as you're destroying the territory or destroying the layer in general. The next important piece will be the Banandium chip Bolo level 3. This will allow you to basically get a 40% chance of doubling Banandium chips. I believe you get this in the Radiance layer style shop, so make sure you collect enough fossils for that. And as for Pauline, there are 2 specific items that you can use in order to maximize your 100% save file. The first one is the gold mining gear. This doubles the amount of gold earned while collecting golden items. This allows you to rack up your currency very quickly, again, as you're destroying the layer. That way you can buy items such as the fossil maps and the banandium maps. That way you're able to get as many things done quickly as possible without guessing where the next banana is at. And the last one is a diva dress. This is strictly for the discs. As you beat up enemies, there's a twice or there's a more likely chance or doubling the chance of getting a disc once you beat an enemy. This is only one. You can only get this dress after beating the post-credit challenges. So again, that's more of a post-story, final boss kind of stuff. Not necessarily the final boss, but there are certain challenges after post-credits where you can do it. They are kind of annoying, so just keep that in mind. And then the gold mining gear is after you beat the main story. Definitely recommend these two. The gold mining is a lot better, as we're gonna put that on. And then what I'm gonna do is I already collected a lot of the treasures with the maps, so this is kind of pointless. But I'm gonna show you what you can do to quickly get as much stuff collected as possible. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna activate our elephant Bananza. You guys already seen previously. Then we're gonna do is just destroy our environment. And as you're gonna notice very soon, there you go, we get a treasure chest. Now all the stuff in the treasures chests are random, so it's by chance, but there's a good chance as you keep destroying the environment, there's going to be more chests showing up soon, especially with your treasure tie level 3. Maximize your outfits, maximize your ties, that way you can get more benefits. As you can see, I already collected about 3 treasure chests already in a span of less than a minute. So as you destroy it, you can go into any layer you want, and there you go, just pop in more treasure chests. There's a good chance if you haven't collected all the fossils or all the bananas, you're definitely going to get good stuff. And what I also do is pretty much, because of the apple juices are very helpful, maximize that as well. That way you can just use those for boss fights, especially for the bosses that you're gonna fight in the main story, and for the boss challenges that appear in the post story. But you can see this is the most effective way. Personally, for me, there might be a faster way to do this kind of stuff, but I personally believe this is the best way you can collect a bunch of stuff in less time. Just remember to collect all the gold, and as you can see, my gold is racking up very quickly. Obviously, I don't have the Banandium tie activated because you can only have one piece of treasure or one piece of clothing on Donkey Kong one at a time. So just make sure you keep doing this and you destroy everything, and make sure you collect all the gold so you can fire up your Bananza one more time. As you can see, I collected a couple of Bananium chips already. Beat the bosses up here. Every time you beat bosses, I would strongly recommend just getting the Bananium Bolo chip. That way you can just rack up as much as possible as well. So that's pretty much it. This is the fastest way to collect a whole bunch of stuff. In terms of getting the Bananium chips, I guess they appear randomly, but there's also a quick way to collect as many Bananium chips as possible. Just make sure you go to a place that has a lot of enemies that potentially can give you Bananium chips, and then once you do that, I get the Bananium chip bolo tie and just wreak havoc, and you'll be able to do it quickly. Depending on who you are as a person, if you care more about gold, hey, that's good for you. But I think this right here is the best way. As you can see, I collected so much gold, especially with the gold mining outfit, doubling my amount that I get, and pretty much destroy everything. And then once you're done, you can actually reset the layer by going into your minus button, and you can press the plus, reset all, and just continue creating destruction. So there you have it. That's pretty much how quickly you can actually collect the gold and treasure maps and all of that. As I mentioned, if you go to a place that has a lot of enemies, this is not the best layer. There's actually certain challenges. Oh, actually, this is the best place right here. I can show you guys right here. So what we're going to do is, since we're in the same world, I'm going to... Yeah, we're going to go into our clothing closet, and then what we're going to do is we're going to go... no, not the fur color. We're going to go into Banandium Bolo. Chip Bolo. I keep mispronouncing that. And then gold mine gear, you can go diva dress if you want to collect the discs rapidly. Now I already collect all the discs, so nothing's gonna pop out. So in the canyon layer, there's a specific challenge where you can collect a bunch of stuff very rapidly. So you can go down here, pop this open. So pretty much this is where it's located, right where the Long Neck Plateau Village checkpoint is, and then you just go down, open up this right here, and then look, another treasure chest popped up. So obviously, the more you explore, the more chances you're gonna complete this game very quickly. I strongly recommend doing the story first. That way you can experience it and you can unlock all the post-story stuff that you will need for the 100% completion. So this challenge here is the Squealoid. Pretty much beat the hell out of everything. You're gonna see I have 28. I started off with 28 Bananium chips, and once you clear everything out with the level 3 chip bolo tie, I already got 56. And you just keep doing it. You press start all over, and I'd recommend doing this for the Bananian chips and for the music disc collection. Now, the music disc isn't popping because I already collect them all, but just beat the enemies very quickly. There's about 10 of these guys. Make sure you don't die, of course. That'd be kind of embarrassing at this point. And I had like about 50-something Bananian chips after the first clear. And now I have 83. So there you go. That's all you need for 100% completion at a very rapid rate. And there you have it. That's how you complete the game. Anyways, guys, it's your boy Franklin signing out. If you guys want more DK Bananza tips or anything you guys have in particular questions, go ahead and do so in the comment section. But please like and subscribe. That is the best way to support me for free. It's your boy Franklin signing out. Peace.